In fact, in my next presentations, the Indonesians, of course, before the year middle 2012, the corrections, they are known as being the exporters of raw materials and, a consumption-based economy. Just to share with you, in fact, I think you can check on the internet. Indonesia should be very proud that you actually are the most fourth populous country in the world, next to China, India, and the United States. When we look at the challenges, we always start looking at the benefit side, as we are here for the long term. Indonesia has close to 250 over millions population. I do understand why sometimes it takes 3 hours to travel from one place to another in Jakarta, because almost half of them is in Java Island. We view this young, energetic Indonesian as the untapped human capital. That is very crucial, because if we were to look at the other 3 of the top 4 companies, it was their young driving population, when you look at the history, that drives the economy. It's their people, the sheer volume. And Indonesia, having said, for instance, only 6% of the population above the age of 65, the next 2 generations will be very exciting. The key word is untapped. When we look at, in fact, that's why, in fact, when we say here we are in the long term, we don't just come here, do a touch base, everything we supported from Singapore or Malaysia. We started off, for example, by grooming up the top management, starting from Mr. Rizal as the GM, and Taufik as the head of business development, followed by a continuous development of consultant, irregardless of background, not necessarily from IT. Why we are so confident of doing that? Indonesian labor force, not just, yes, generally you will know they are young, they're aggressive, top priorities at this moment. It's not about comfort or work balances, it's all about money, expansion regionally. We don't view Indonesia just as a market. We also, as in our business, needs more and more technology, both technology and business consultant, to carry out our implementation. As you know, software is just a piece of something in a thumb drive. It's the human capitals that drive the results out of it. So, Indonesia, in fact, has been chosen in such a way. We saw the untapped, huge, young, aggressive, willing to learn, your greatest asset. That's how we see Indonesia. So therefore, in fact, we are here starting, in fact, from, we're not just like earlier mentioned about the market itself. We have a target in mind. We were actually going to share. We are very pragmatic in our approach. We are going to share, develop the talent, start from the top, as has been visible before you. And just to share with you, these my new colleagues are just barely 1.5 months old, and yet today they're sitting down here promoting iContro beyond distinguished media, and they are going to do selected presentation on key topics to chieftains of industry in the following section.
Sebelah, dan setelah itu kita akan masuk ke presentasi di ballroom. Enjoy your coffee. Thank you. Kita akan move ke selanjutnya. Mr. Franklin akan mempresentasikan accelerated transformation through technology optimized implementation. Mr. Franklin.
Actually, it's me again. But first and foremost, if you don't mind, hello. Oh, sounds better. First and foremost, really thank you for your invaluable time, right? For attending in this event. And as you can see that in fact, you know, there are some, as usual, could be the cultures and things like that, but you know, there's some reshuffles involved, and in fact, when I look at the turnout, originally we are targeting around 30 people, and I think it's one that has turned up as of now, still few of them on call. But then, it doesn't matter. I'm still trying to understand the Indonesian culture. We are very rushed, for your information, just in 1.5 months. And you know, we are having discussions, especially with the Ministry of Industry. And we are actually in discussion of looking at the total infrastructure issues. And we do understand, in fact, that why, in fact, some of them couldn't turn up. But, in fact, the other thing that I've learned is that this week alone, our whole team will be fully on the road till this Friday for product demonstration. It was conducted 2 weeks ago on weekly basis. So, yes, it looks like Indonesians like to be pragmatic as well. They don't come, but they want to see the demo. Yes, we'll be on the road. So, which is good. But then I was looking at the positive side. I've seen some sitting nearer. We can get closer, yeah? And always my style is that I may look a bit Western, educate the Western style, but I'm easily approachable. Usually when I do things, I try to do it in a little bit informal manners. So in case, in fact, just first and foremost, make yourself comfortable, right? Wow, okay. Leapfrog. Transformation, but must be accelerated. Yeah? How? Technology understood, but must be optimized. Right? Days before, 70% automation could be considered good enough, but today must be optimized. 80, 90. Of course, it's impossible to be 100 as new technologies are being churned out from time to time. So it's just as simple, the two keywords, accelerated transformation through technology optimized implementation. This will be some of the key agenda. A quick revolution, insights into iContro, ERP on Asian business culture, proven testimonial. We are new kids on the block in Indonesia, but we have been 20 years old, right? And usually my style is, I would like, because we know the landscape of competition, particularly in the space of information technology, we analyze businesses. I'm compelled to share with you the next landscape of competition, which will be, we call it internet war, with one major name factor, China. I'm compelled to share. I'm going to have a specific sections for that. And as usual, yes, you know, as part of our commitment, the Indonesia's greatest untapped human capital. As you when we finish all these slices, you will know what are our commitments, right? And it will be ended with Indonesia Enterprises Revolution. We are looking at one single, simple objective. We'd like to create great Indonesian enterprises. That is our revolution. We started in the year 1995. From the 96 to 208, it's all about new version every year. That's what we do. Continuous research and development. And 209, of course, we start marketing, we start partnership. We started off with the HP. And you know, before that, 208, we started with IBM. This is a quick snapshot. 2010, our 4th generation iContro G4 was launched. It's not just an MSC status, but pioneer status with a 10-year financial incentive. We will be awarded. And 2014, this is when the 5th generations of ERP, hence iContro G5, was launched. In fact, in 2014, for the 2nd time in a row, we get the product certified by TÜV of Germany. Just to share with you, as of today, we could be the first in the world to have an ERP solution that is fully certified, as in contrast to some other ERP players, whereby only their selected modules are certified. You know, it's just like your first girlfriend, you know. You always remember. Of course, for those with more than one girlfriends, right? If you start with the first and second, the story could be different, yeah? But ERP on Asian business culture. But that doesn't mean the entire solutions is developed based on the Asian way of doing businesses. No. We try to get the best even from the Western world. For example, the ISO standard for purchases to be made. Get 3 quotations. For instance, we did that. So basically, you know, as you know, that industrialization started in Malaysia and Singapore much more earlier. There's a right pool of Western countries, especially starting primarily like India, followed by Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese, so on and so forth. There was a good mix for research and development. So we would like to introduce that, in fact, something that defines iContro, different from the rest, is the Asian business culture-based business solutions. In simplicity, we respect the Japanese culture as a way of having a lean operating environment. We basically adopt the Korean culture for the speed. Lean means a lean workforce, cutting costs not just from the production cost, not just from reducing bad debts, but having a lean organization. Speed is very crucial, particularly in terms of responding to your customer. Targeting and optimizing every single opportunity in terms of responses. Which company can give a faster price, a better discount on the spot, telling the customer when is the actual delivery date, so on and so forth. At the end of the day, top management, good times and bad times, they are the ones who steer the company. There are times the company has to be stirred to the left. There are times certain policy has to be implemented to accommodate short-term, both short-term and long-term challenges. This system is super detailed, extremely detailed, to allow detailed control in the hands of the management. We don't say we provide the best business practices, business solution. We don't say the moment you use our solution, you become a world-class organization. You decide to start with and grow from that. That's our approach, because we believe in just giving the best comprehensive tools, proven tools. Yes, actually the words are purposely making small so that we don't have to wait. What we are trying to tell you, we have a complete end-to-end solutions. Manufacturing is one thing. You can even computerize your legal department. Just to share. For example, like Asian culture, like most of our customers, they're using our legal model not so much to actually sue and collect the money. It's make sure that those who are not paid are being managed properly, because lawyer fees are very expensive. And eventually, in fact, just come up with a reconciliation. We don't see court cases among our clients, but we buy this model to control even when things turn bad, for instance. Yeah? But of course, our solution being adaptable. You can start as few as, say, for 4 departments, 5 departments. But what is more importantly in ERP, that is just the starting. Basically, as once you have first started implementing the first basic version that you think is enough at a time, you will allow to grow. Because usually, to be fair, just like in any organization, just to share with you, in fact, some of these our customers has been with us for more than 10 years. Some start with generation 2, generation 3, and rest assured, all of them now on generation 5. They keep on upgrading. Remember, business, the way we approach, doesn't run just for 5 or even 10 years. It's beyond, it will be continuous. So this is basically our testimony of the big conglomerate of government sectors in Malaysia. They are among the top 3 building material distribution company. Then we have, for example, the Hong Leong Marketing, Evergreen, Hume Furnitures, YL, for instance, in Provish, the one based in JB. Now, I just want to share because some company, in fact, just like, in fact, Mr. Shana had earlier asked me, what if they already use a solution? Why do they want to replace? Now, really, in fact, actually, when they first started, it was a fairly small company. We said around 100 employees. If you are looking at this slide, right? Some international brands like Burgers, Marines, and Marines, and Korean companies, DGL from Australia, right? Yes, more bolsters. Bolster is our long terms. We've done a lot of GLCs and big corporations. But then again, yes, this is the company, in fact, which is very exciting. We are one of the ERP players in both Singapore and Malaysia, having the largest number of branches, having with their ERP solution deployed on the cloud computing. Cloud has started, and we already have proven sites. They already started with a few hundred sites, what they call overview of our testimonials, yes. Now, the next slide I'd like to share is that, well, this is very interesting, right? Human capital, yeah. Actually, this is not miracle, yeah. You just make a few clicks, you type the word Indonesia population, you get all these facts. Yeah. I'm not a professor, yeah. But internet we can do wonders if you know how to type the right keyword. Yeah. Now, China, India, US, 3.5%. Oh yeah, only 6% above 65. Wow. It's not like Malaysia 7 years from now, we're going to have aging problem, can you imagine? Singapore now, okay, it's a shrinking employment market issue, right? And just like China, 50% in urban means what? The cost of living is higher. For that, in fact, we do a lot of research, right? Now, of course, now, yes, last year Indonesia achieved one of the best FDI. Yes, sentiment is improving, but people are still talking about cost of living. People are still talking about the deficits at the national level. Yes, but it's improving. We're already on at least a stable footprint. That's crucial. Now, you have a very strong consumer-based driven economy, value creation. Basically, what I'm going to share with you is a new landscape of competition. Okay,